Everybody, welcome back. I am back from a long extended vacation, but it's good to be back. So today we're going to get right into a STRYPER guitar tone, my famous STRYPER from 1985-86. I call it 86, you can call it STRYPER, you can call it 85 STRYPER, you can call it whatever you want to call it. It's great for those pinch harmonics, those high gains, tone of Oz Fox and Michael Sweet. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into it. I'm using the Boss eBAND JS-10. Look at the screen, whatever parameters and settings that I have, I will get you there within the vicinity. So whatever stub boxes you have, computer-based software, amps, modeling, whatever you have, just look at my settings and I'll get you there within the vicinity. And if you don't have my exact numbering, just look at the knob positioning as you would a clock. And that's the quickest way you can get to my tones. And real fast, I'm going to make another video, which I've already made the video, I just have to edit it, where I'll be offering my guitar tones for those of you who have the Boss eBAND JS-10. Now, you all know I upload free tones regularly on my channel under my playlist, so all my tones are free. But some people want to take a shortcut or don't want to mess with dialing in certain tones, so I'm going to be selling SD cards loaded with 100 guitar tones. I have right now almost 400 guitar tones. But my eBands right now have 300 guitar tones. I have 3 eBands. Each eBand has 100 distinct guitar tones from the other eBand. So I'll be offering my SD cards for sale. I'm going to come up with a price point, and I'll make a video of those tones. And real fast, I can't sell tones separately because it doesn't work that way. Basically, whatever's on the SD card, you import it into your eBand, and all my tones from that SD card are now uploaded onto your SD card. So, does that make any sense? So, if you wanted 3 tone patches, you're going to have an SD card with 3 tone patches. But if you wanted a SD card with 100 tone patches, you'll get it that way. So, give me like a week for that video to come out. But it's going to be either 3 separate videos or 1 long video of all the 300 guitar tone patches I'm going to make available. But if you don't have a Boss eBAND or you can't buy those tone patches, I'm going to still upload my tone patches, all of them, for free so that you can copy the settings, alright? Now, I don't know any, I used to know a lot of STRYPER tunes, but I created this tone patch because I love STRYPER, so this is my tribute. Sounds like STRYPER tone to me. Well, let's go ahead and get into the tone. Look at the screen. I'm using an amp, no compressor, overdrive distortion, noise gate. I am using EQ, lots of EQ for the crunch, some chorus and modulation. It's in there, but it's in there. And delay and reverb, right? Let's go ahead and get into the tone. I'm using a Soldano. You're all, Tony, Michael Sweet doesn't use a Soldano. Bitch, I'm using a Soldano to get that STRYPER tone. So just look at the screen. You may have different amps than I do, obviously. So you don't want to use a Soldano. Use whatever amp you want to use. But for this particular tone, I'm using a Soldano. So my recommendation is copy my settings as you would a clock. Copy them. and then go back into it after you lock it in and tweak it. Start playing with the amps, the gain, the volumes, the delays, and the reverb. Make it sound good to your ear, to your pickups, to your guitar, to your amp, and whatnot. This is just a tone that I got that sounds incredible in person with the Boss eBAND JS-10, right? I just recently did a cover of Heart. Remember Heart, the female group Heart? I did the Wolf, and so this striper tone sounds exactly like the Wolf of Heart. Tony, give me the tone. All right, so I'm using the Soldano. There's my gain, and there's my effect level. All right, what else? There is my bass, my middle, my treble, and my presence. Just copy the screen, and it'll be there. Now this striper tone is incredible because, again, once you lock it in, you can use it for Journey, remember? Oops. Now if you want to, you can cheat, like I'm going to cheat. I have this tone also set up as Journey. So this tone patch is a Stryper tone patch of 86, but it's also a Journey tone. Then the bass comes in and drums. You like this? This is from Paul. This is from my best friend Paul, who made this guitar custom. It's the only one of its kind, but he'll make you one if you want to. This is the closest to the original as can be. It's not mass produced like the EVHs and all that, which doesn't look right. This looks incredible, and it's also distressed to make it match from 1979. Just in case you're asking. If you want to know where I got this, let me know, and I'll send you the link in the email. Or check out my videos for my EVH Bumblebee I did a few months ago, and have all the contact info if you want your own custom Bumblebee from 1979. All right, what's next? There is my T-comp. It's on, but it's on 0. If you do not have this in any of your setups or screens or pedals, whatever, it will not affect your tone. It just happens to be my progression on the screen. So relax. All right, see the compressor? It's off. See the bottom right? It's off. So we're not using any compressor. Ignore that screen. We're not using a compressor. Now let's go down the list. As you can see, those are all my effect pedals as far as distortions and overdrive. See the bottom right? It's on. I'm using a clean boost. If I turn it off like right now, I put it back on. All right, what's next? That is my overdrive, my clean boost. Those are my settings. That's my drive, my bottom, my tone, and my effect level. What's next? Doesn't this tone sound good? Sounds great for anything 80s metal, technically. It's my striper tone, but it's great for anything 80s metal, just so you know. There's my noise gate. It's pretty much at 40, 50, wherever you want to keep it at. 40 or 50 is my noise gate. What's next? Now, I am using EQ to prove my point. Look in the bottom right. Sorry for the glare on the screen. It's just because the way that the glare is. All right. See the bottom right? That is without the EQ. So I have a lot of my crunch and gain from the EQ. Listen. I put that back on. Then we got my striper tone. Alright, there's my low gain, my high gain, and my effect level for the EQ. Next in the chain, there's my low mid frequency, my low mid Q, and my low mid gain. Again, look at the screen. If I'm going too fast, just stop the video and rewind it. There's my high mid frequency, my high mid Q, and my high mid gain. It's good to be back, and I got lots of videos for you and tons of guitar tones for you. If you want to take a shortcut, I'll sell you my SD cards. But if you don't mind learning these tones manually, we're going to share all my tones and settings manually. So you'll get them both. You'll get them either way. You'll pay for it if you want a shortcut, and they're free if you just want to wait for my videos. All right. What's next? And lastly, in my EQ, there's my low cut and my high cut. Again, this tone is great for pinch harmonics. And Ozbox or Michael Sweet, they do a lot of those pinch harmonics and dive bombs, and they're both incredible guitar players. But this sounds really good for those, for that type of effect and tone. All right, what's next? Modulation, right? Those are my modulations. The chorus, flanger, phaser. I am using the chorus. If I turn it off, you hear a difference. Subtle, but it's there. Listen, here's a G. I add the chorus to thicken it up, fatten it up. Put it back on. All right, what's next? There is my settings for the chorus. As you can tell, I have mono and stereo chorus. So I have mine on mono. Obviously, if I want to change it to chorus, here's the difference. Listen. See, it's two choruses. Listen. That doesn't sound like Stryper because it's too chorusy. Here's my a lesser stereo chorus. But if I put the chorus at mono, it works. Right, so there's my mono stereo chorus, there's my rate, my depth, and my effect level. Real low. Alright, we're almost done. There is my delay. If I turn, it's very subtle, but it's in there obviously. So if I turn the delay off, listen. I add the delay to thicken it up, extend the notes, but it's very subtle. If I put it back on, listen. Now you play the band, drums, bass, that trailing will get lost, but it's there. There's my delay time, my feedback, my high cut, and my effect level. One more parameter and we are done with the STRYPER of 85, 86. Again, you want to just call it STRYPER. By all means, these tones are yours. Dial it in, lock it in. You're all, Tony, doesn't sound like STRYPER. Well then, you need to use your ear to suit your pickups and your amp and make it get into that vicinity, alright? Remember, I'm using the EQ for my gain. A lot of my gain. So if you have a hotter amp where you don't need an EQ, that's up to you. You can do that. Lastly, we're going to go into the reverb. I just turned the reverb off. See the bottom right? I like reverb. I have it in there because it's going to get lost in the mix. But it's in there to thicken it up and fatten it up. Alright, let's turn it on. Alright, I'm using a room for reverb. You may have like 20, 30, 40 types of reverb. So by all means, play with your reverb. Whatever sounds best for you, that's what you want to use. I'm using room. There's my reverb time, my high cut, and my effect level. I have a winger tone patch. I think I've already uploaded it. Maybe I haven't. So go ahead and check out my playlist. If you want the winger tone patch, I'll give you the winger tone patch. But I think I already uploaded it. That is my STRYPER 1986 guitar tone. Again, feel free to call it whatever you like to. You want to call it Oz Fox, Michael Sweet, STRYPER 84, 85, 86, or whatever you want to call it. That's up to you. That's my tone. I share it with all of you. Again, play with your settings. You're going to hear things differently than I do through the computer, through your phone. So lock it in and then play with your different types of amp. It may sound better with a Marshall or a Hughes and Kettner or a Mesa Boogie with all your amp modelings or whatever. So play with your amps. Again, play with your gain and so forth. And that's how you get to where it sounds good with your pickups, your guitar, and your setup and whatnot. Alright? If you have any questions, comments, or feedback, leave them below. I'm Tony. This is KGTR at the Headbangers Hideout. Get it? KGTR for guitar. And if you may have realized or noticed, I uploaded like 3 or 4 videos, and within a minute, YouTube blocks it. And I have to delete it because of copyright. And that's my fault, but I'm trying to upload these videos that I know they're good, and whenever they block them, I start getting rid of the stuff they're blocking, and I re-upload it, and then it gets blocked again for something else. They're not catching it the first time, so when I take out what they want me to take out, I re-upload it, and then they find something else. So there I am sniffing at it, and so I keep trying to upload this video. It's a podcast video. So I'm going to try to work around it, but you'll know when it's successful when you see my first podcast video, because it's a really good one. So let me get around what they're trying to block, and I'll be sure to get it up there. There's a way to do it. I'll just be creative about it. But that's what's happening when you see a notification. Oh, look, Tony uploaded a video, but it got blocked. I'm like, oh, damn. So I have to, delete it. So why keep the video? It's already messed up. Alright, I'll see you all in the next video. Stay tuned. I got a lot more guitar tones coming. Leave your requests, comments, and feedback below. Thanks, everybody, for sticking with me. All new subscribers, thank you for joining me. And, yeah, the guitar lessons will come. But I'm long overdue on guitar tone videos. So you'll be getting a lot of guitar tone videos. So thanks, everybody, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.